Hey, what's up, guys? I am back with another video. Hope everyone is doing well. This is going to be a general reading for Gemini. What's up, Gemini? So I'm going to apologize in advance for any background noise. But if you're new, welcome to Casual Tarot. If you're not, welcome back. Just remember, Gemini, it's a big world, so it is general. And this is definitely not professional advice. You do what you want, Gemini. So, Gemini, what are you celebrating? I feel like some of you are celebrating something. Congratulations. For some. Others, I just feel like you're celebrating. Like maybe you're going to a party or something. I don't know. Because I feel like it's a group and everyone's going to be like, yay, and happy. Could be a milestone. Could be just you're getting together with people. I don't know. I just feel like there's some kind of celebration happening. Maybe that's something recent. Maybe it's something that's coming up. I don't know. Past, present, future, whatever. Whatever it is good. Okay? So enjoy it. For those who can relate. Be careful with your money, though. Okay? Four of Pentacles here. Why I feel like someone's being selfish here. I feel like it's both. Like, be careful with your money, but then I feel like someone's being selfish. Look at you. Look at you. Gemini card. Lovers in reverse. Maybe have some choices you need to make. Maybe about the future. Three of Wands. You know, you could do a lot more than you are. I think some of you are hesitating and scared because I kind of feel like, first, for some reason, I feel like you need to be careful with your money. So I don't know if maybe you're just having a little financial issue at the moment. Don't get me wrong. I do feel like it's short-lived, okay? Or you may even just feel, you know, like money's tight right now, okay? I do feel like it's not going to last, but, Gemini, be careful with your money, your decisions, because I do feel like it can get worse if you allow it. So choose wisely, okay? Choose wisely. And it's weird because I kind of feel like, in a way, some of you are at a crossroads because it could go either way. If you make the right choice, I feel like it's almost like you triple your money and you can really expand and really look towards the future and really be successful in any seeds that you plant. At the same time, I feel like if you make a bad choice, you may make things actually worse, okay? Where you're like scrambling or holding on to what you have. It's like, you know, you're scared to give up something. And also know that sometimes you gotta give up a little bit in order to receive. Because I feel like some of you may be sitting on something and it's like you don't want to move. It's almost like you have to pay something and you don't want to pay it. Yet if you do, it will take you out of that desperate situation, but you don't see it that way for some reason. It's almost like you feel like you're, like, you don't want to give it up. It's almost like, okay, how they just showed me is like you have a key and you don't want to give up the key. Yet if you give up the key, the person who takes the key is going to find a door for you that will open up so many possibilities. But it's weird because I feel like you can't open it, though. It's odd. It's almost like you have to put it in someone else's hands. It's almost like they need to open it. But you have the key, yet you don't want to give up the key so that they can open it, so that you, and maybe even them also, can expand. Okay? So don't be your own block, okay? Give a little. And what I mean by give a little, take a chance a little, especially on something else or someone else. Because I have a feeling that it may be a situation where you don't trust someone, or you feel like you need to do it and they shouldn't, and that it would be better if you do it. But how I'm sensing it, it's better if they do it. I don't know why, but that's how I feel it. Because I feel like, yeah, you have the key, but they are supposed to open the door for you. Okay. It, it's weird. They just showed me it will blind you. That's so weird. But that's how they're showing me. It's like you don't have the sight, or you don't have like protective glasses or something, where the other person does, and they can translate whatever is behind that door so that you're able to see it and to understand. Because I don't know why I keep feeling you cannot open that door, but you have the key to open that door. Let go of the key, because whatever is behind there, that person or whatever it is, I kind of feel like it's a person, but it could be a situation where it's just like you just need to give up that key so that that door can open and that whatever is there can be revealed to you. But for most of you, I do feel like it's an actual person. Like it's like you're scared to share a task, a duty, or planting a seed, or having someone else take care of it, or help you take care of it, I should say. Okay, because I feel like you need to do your part too. It's very weird. You gotta accept more help, Gemini, because the way they're showing me also, because I keep thinking about this Three of Wands, and this is like your ships coming in, right? And I feel like they're like there, but it's almost like you don't want to share the responsibility or something. It's very odd. When it's beneficial to you and everyone involved, that is how I'm sensing it. How they showed me, it's almost like you plant something, but it's almost like you're not letting someone else water it. Yet you're busy, but you rather water it yourself. So you allow the plant to go dry because you're busy doing something else. Or because you don't want the other person to go water it. It's almost like, I don't know, like you feel like they'll take the credit, or that they'll think it's theirs. I don't know what it is. It's weird. But I feel like that's not even the case. Now, don't get me wrong. I do feel like you may need to be careful who you trust, but whoever is trying to help, I feel like you can trust them. It's like, it's very odd, actually, because I feel like you can trust them, but there's other people that shouldn't even be involved. And it's like, I wouldn't say you're involving them. But they do have access. It's weird. Okay, they just gave me another way. It's like you plant something, someone else is willing to water it while you're doing whatever. You don't want them to. Yet you're letting everyone in your garden, stepping all over your garden. It's very odd. I feel like you need to start keeping up with your garden and allowing whoever that person is to help you keep up with your garden, and stop allowing all these other people to walk all over it. Yeah. Okay. That's how I'm getting it. So maybe it's a people thing too. Maybe those are the choices you need to make. Who's going to help Gemini? Who's going to really help Gemini expand and get to where Gemini wants to be? Okay. This is about expansion, making it happen. And I feel like you have what you need, but it's like you don't want to let go of certain things. And it's not just money, it may even be habits, way of thinking, stuff like that. It's okay to have a team as long as it's the right team. So start making decisions that are best. Okay. Two of Swords. Now, I will say there's going to be a change happening, and you're going to have to make a lot of decisions. The thing is, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like some of you are stuck in certain ways, and you need to open your mind a little more and be more open to advice and more open to help from the right people. I'm going to say that again, from the right people, because I don't know, for some reason, I feel like some of you are trusting the wrong people here. It's almost like the one you should be trusting, or ones, it could be more than one person, but I don't know. I feel like it's kind of more one person for most. That's very close to you. It's like, I don't know. It's almost like you don't give them the credit they deserve. Yet there's other people who are not helping you, who are, maybe they have no bad intent, but they're not helping you. I could tell you that. If anything, they're draining you. And it's almost like you give them too much access to something. I don't know if it's your time, your energy, to your property, to, whatever you're doing. Showing, them the door before you see it yourself, or whatever it is. It's just, be careful with that, okay? And you're going to have to make a lot of decisions is what I'm sensing. Also, there's a crossroads coming up that is going to confuse you. And the reason why I say it's going to confuse you because I don't know. I just feel like it's a delicate situation where whatever you decide, it's going to create a chain reaction. And so you need to be careful what you decide, okay? Because either way, it's going to bring a lot of different changes. And I feel like it's not just going to affect you, it's going to affect everyone. What I mean by everyone, your household, people around you, situation, if it's work or something like that. It's not just going to affect you, is how I'm sensing it. Empress in reverse. I had a feeling there was some selfish people around you. Oh, look. You saw it flip, right? Because the second thing I was going to say is that you're not using your creativity enough, okay? You're very creative. You have what you need to succeed, like I was saying before, to expand. And some of you are even planting little seeds, but it's like you have to tend to them, okay? Or at least allow other people to help you tend to them. And stop doubting yourself so much. I feel like there's a decision that needs to be made. And like I said, it's like, yes, it's going to change things. But if you really, really think about it, it's going to change things for the better, depending on who you involve and what you do with what you're given. Okay. Because whatever is triggering it, I feel like it's definitely a door opener. And you need to be like this empress. You know what I'm saying? Create, create, create. Give birth to those ideas that are up in your head, Gemini. Okay, because I feel like you have a lot of ideas, and I'm talking about good ones too, but it's how you go about it and who you involve in it. Definitely how you go about it. You need to plan more, because I feel like some of you take some risky moves. Okay. It's weird because I feel like you're risky, but not when it comes to things that will actually elevate you. Trying to think of an example. I just feel like, especially when it comes to money, even ideas, but mainly money, I feel like you put money into things that are not really going to help you grow, multiply, come back to you, whatever. And then there are things that you should be putting money into, or maybe there are ideas that some of the ideas that you have, you should be, really trying to make a reality, and you don't. It's almost like you're always grabbing for the riskier stuff, and you end up not really getting anywhere. Yet there are things available that are not as risky. Not only that, you have, I don't know, I keep feeling like someone's trying to help you or can help you, and it's like you won't let them. Yet these things will make you go far, and I mean real far, because I kind of feel like it's far as growing in a financial way, lifestyle, but I also feel like it's more even on a spiritual level. It's like opening your mind to things that you never thought, were true, or just were never exposed to. Um, a different way of seeing things, seeing the world. It may even be a spiritual thing, okay? Helping you elevate in that way, but also to raise your vibrations too, okay? And what I mean by that is like showing you a way, a lifestyle, a way of thinking, a way of seeing, way of experiencing things that will just raise your vibrational energy to a higher place. Honestly, it would clean you. Some of you need to go be cleaned spiritually. I feel like you have a lot. I was gonna say icky stuff. It's a combination of things because I feel like it's the past. I feel like it's how you think. I feel like it's residue from other people and situations. Thought forms. If you don't know what that is, look it up. A lot of that. A lot of that. You have a lot of energy that needs to be cleared out. So probably clutter. And I'm talking about everywhere. Your mind, your home, environment. You really need to look at that because you will feel so much different. I feel like you would have, first of all, you wouldn't feel so heavy, but you wouldn't feel so weak either. I don't know. I keep staring at this card and I feel like he's weak. He doesn't know what he's doing, very desperate. Yet he has, look at that chest. Look at that chest, Gemini. It's full. So, yeah, you need to be careful with your money so that you don't lose what you have to live, but also to live a comfortable life in the future. But that chest is full, okay? It's full. To the point that there's even coins on the floor, okay? So you have a lot more than you see that you have, whether it's money, whether it's time, energy, skill, talents. I kind of feel like it's all of it. It's how you utilize it is the problem. Okay. And someone's trying to show you, and I feel like you're not really grasping onto that. And stop worrying about other people and what they think, because I feel like some of you have this expectation that is not reality. And what I mean by that, sometimes, listen, I'm just gonna be real, okay? It's funny because I said this to, I don't know what sign it was. I think it was Aquarius, but don't hold me to that. If you are following what everyone else is doing, you're doing something wrong. Okay? Do not care what other people think. And I'm talking about the masses. I'm not talking about the 2, 3 people telling you things in your life because they're probably the ones that are right. I'm talking about if there's a whole group of people doing the same shit, trust me, that's not the thing to do. Okay? It's not. And for whoever can relate, it's going to hit you what I'm saying. It's going to hit you. Because deep inside, it's true. For those who can't relate to that or think I'm bullshitting, well, then you're following the message. I'm sorry to tell you. If you're following the groups, you're doing the wrong thing. Stop worrying about what people think, Gemini. Some of you have this expectation that you're trying to live up to that is really not on the grandest scale of thing, the best thing for you or for anyone on this planet, to be honest. Okay, but we're talking about you now, okay? There are people following things that are very, I'm just going to say low vibration. They think it's not. They think it's not, but it is. And there are a handful of people that know this and know exactly what I'm talking about. In the psychic community, or it doesn't even have to be the psychic community, just clear-minded people. They know what is going on the grandest scale, okay? So I'm going to tell you the same thing I told, I think it was Aquarius. Like I said, hold me to that. If you're following what other people are doing or worried about what other people are doing, whether it's social media, people you're around, groups, or just these ideas you were raised with, you're doing the wrong thing. And there's someone that is showing you that. There may even be, I gotta shut off this AC. I'm starting to shiver. So you might hear me better. No, I forgot what I was saying. They were showing, they're trying to show you. But like I said, it may not even be a person. It could actually be maybe things that you're seeing that are catching your eye. Okay, things that you're hearing, whether you're listening to someone's conversation, seeing something on YouTube, whatever it is. It's almost like the universe is putting signs in front of you, trying to show you, like, you know, this is something you need to question. Are you thinking for yourself? It could just be a quote that you hear that someone says. It could be a lyric on a song that it hits you. There's a reason for that. You have, oh, this should be over here. You have the High Priestess. You have the Queen of Swords in reverse. I have a feeling that that also has a lot to do with your decision making. Your decision making. Yeah. 7 of Cups. You know, it was coming in like this, and I feel like you are confused. She's confused. She don't know what to do, right? Yet someone is trying to help you, like I said before, that can really clear up that confusion, okay? Queen of Swords. Now, I kind of feel like this is you and someone else, okay? You not seeing the bigger picture, and keep your emotions in control, okay? Some of you lash out when people tell you things, okay? I don't know why I feel like you're lashing out at the wrong people, though. Be careful with your decisions when it comes to situations and people. She can be a nasty queen, okay? But she's very smart. When she's balanced and on point, she doesn't let her emotions get the best of her. She's making good decisions for her kingdom because she is seeing on a higher perspective. Be careful, because you're not doing that at times. And there's going to be things that come to light about people and situations, but mainly, I don't know, I keep seeing looking at the Lovers, and I have a feeling it's multiple people, multiple situations that you may want to really give it to them with your mouth. Okay, it's not a good idea. Okay, but I do feel like there's someone around you trying to reason with you, or trying to show you a different way. Okay, really trying to help you see on another level. So I kind, like I said earlier, even maybe in a spiritual way. Okay, but I have a feeling that it has to do with things that are going to be coming up that may confuse you. Okay, but this queen can really show you so that you can make the best choices for you and everyone involved. Okay, but I do feel like there's a lot going on in the background that you don't know about. You may have an idea, you may even sense it. There may even be someone around you that senses it too. Okay, because I don't know, I keep feeling like I'm talking to 2 different people. Maybe it's a relationship. Maybe, you know, you're connected with someone and you don't see eye to eye at times. I do feel like it's like it's a good thing, but it's challenging. Okay, because there's some blindness here. I know you don't like that, but I'm just being real. It can help with the confusion. Not only that, I feel like whatever is coming to light is going to help shed light on your options too. So don't be too quick either. Okay, really think things out when it comes to life-changing decisions, or just even everyday decisions. Okay. Strength. And someone's being selfish and petty, and yeah, it needs to stop. Your bottom card is the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of like money connection here. Okay, lifestyle. There's an ending. Someone is going to test you in some way. Okay, and I feel like it's a money thing. I don't know how, because I kind of feel a little bit of everything, because I feel like it's going to affect you, it's going to affect other people. It can be a work thing, but even if it is, it's very personal. Like, I feel like if it's a work thing, there's something personal about it. So if there's someone giving you a hard time, it's a personal thing. Even if you're doing something wrong, I feel like whatever they have an issue with, it's still personal. You could be doing everything right and they still have an issue with you. Why? Because it's personal. Okay. So whether it's work, whether it's dealings with people, family related, whatever, it's still connected to money in some way. Your top card is the Star, and like I said before, your bottom card is the Five. You know, I said before, that there is like a celebration, something to be happy about. Try your best to enjoy that and focus on that as it happens. And I only say that because there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. And I don't want the challenges to, you know, cast a shadow on that, you know, because it's a really good thing. Make sure that you live in the moment. Have faith, but I will say just don't be so quick. Don't be so quick, Gemini. I feel like you need to wait for certain things to be revealed, number one. Okay, I also feel you need to start looking at yourself. And what I mean by that, some of you need to do some shadow work, okay? You need to see what is really keeping you stuck, because I have a feeling that you may point fingers at something that it may not actually be what it is. Okay, even if it contributes to making you feel that way, I feel like there's more going on here, and you need to look in the mirror. I feel like you may actually be your worst enemy. And the reason why I say that is because, first of all, you have a lot of potential. And like I said, you even have people helping you. But for some reason, you tend to look at the wrong people. You are doing things without thinking, I would say, with this Queen of Swords. You need to do both. Okay. You know, she can be cold too. So that's why I'm saying you need to be both. You need to balance. You, like, I'm not saying keep your emotions out of it. It's just more keeping them in check so that you can see clearly. Like, if someone upsets you, don't just go right for the throat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're getting all the information. Make sure that there's not a misunderstanding. But also, I'm going to say it again, is stop worrying about other people. I don't know why, but I just feel like some of you do things because you're worried about other people. You know, it's weird because I feel like some of you, it's like you want to be this queen. You want to be able to see everything, have true vision, right? And you want to be this empress. You want to really start making those ideas into reality, creating what you want. It's like you want that. Yes, you want it, but the seeking it is like a totally different thing. I feel like you can have a lot of what you want. It's the way you do it. I do feel like there's a lot of I'm not trying to insult you, but Victim is how I'm sensing it. And I'm not saying you're not a victim in certain cases, but I just feel like you are your biggest block, but you think it's other things. You think it's other people. You may even think it's the universe, but it's not. It's not. You need to move. You need to use what you have, and that includes your talents. Whatever you want to do, whatever task you need to get done, you need to get it done. Because I feel like you're letting things pile up. Okay. And I mean just things in your everyday life, but also even your ideas. It's like you're letting them pile in the corner instead of taking the action to achieve these things, and you can achieve them. So I feel like the universe is saying expand. Just how you do it is very, very important. Responsibly. The best way to do it, brainstorm, collect information, and be careful with your money. I'm going to say that again, only because I have a feeling that has to do with something else. Okay. I feel like there may be bills or things that come up or unexpected things that you may have to pay. But for some of you, this may even be a situation you created. Okay. Because like I said in the beginning, I felt like this person doesn't want to give up something that they know they have to. Okay. They know they have to, because if they don't, they will not go nowhere. They will not succeed. They will not grow. They would just be sitting here holding on to whatever they have, right? And I feel like this may be something that you created out of hesitation or out of waiting too long, waiting for the last minute. You don't want to be that person that is acting out of desperation, and that's what they're doing. Okay, they're out in the cold, they're looking for shelter or whatever it is, the resources. And I feel like you have what you need, but if you keep going the way you're going, you're going to put yourself in a situation where it's going to be very hard to use what you need to achieve what you want. Okay, it's almost like the clock is ticking. Okay, have more faith in yourself and whoever is helping you, whether that's one person, multiple people. Have more faith in your creativity, your skills. And like I said, do some shadow work. Let me get one more message. Because I feel like, and stop with the blaming. Like I said, some of you are blaming, like, oh, like you're a victim. And maybe in some cases you are. Sorry, it's not focusing. She's all beat up. She has bandages. She's been through a lot. Okay. But I feel like this is over. You need to look back 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, hell, 10 years ago. You were not in the same place. Okay. From what I'm sensing, you were in a worse place. Okay. So, yes, there are challenges. Yes, there may be things that come up that aren't right or just that are difficult. But you're not in the same place. Okay. Stop pointing fingers. I don't know. I feel like some of you are pointing fingers. You may be pointing fingers at others, but I feel like a lot of you are just, it's almost like you feel everything that happens is like unfair, or like you're a target, basically. Like you're a target. I feel like things happen in life that we have to get through, that we have to be resilient, have strength, okay? But I also think there are things that we do that create situations that are challenging that don't need to be. And I feel like it's a little bit of both, okay? Also, I don't know what's going on. This may actually be something else, because I keep staring at that star, and I feel like, I don't know. Well, maybe those are some of the things that are coming to light. I feel like there's something coming to light that may help you get out of certain situations, give you ideas, but also I feel like I don't know. I just feel like it's going to put you in a different path, a different way of looking at things, a different outcome, outlook. I meant. Yeah. I feel like there may, for some of you, be a situation that comes up that's going to actually clear up some things. It may even give you a boost of energy. You may even start blaming yourself. Okay. Let that go. So maybe you're gonna have some kind of awakening where you're gonna see that there were things maybe that you should have, could have done. Okay. The thing is, I feel like don't dwell on that stuff. This is more for you to move forward. Okay. So I kind of feel like it's a little bit of both. It's like try not to feel like a victim. At the same time, don't feel guilty and beat yourself up either. Okay. I feel like that has a lot to do with past choices, decisions when it comes to situations, money, but even relationships. Okay. Because there's something with a relationship here too. Okay. Let me get one more message. Stay present. That's where life happens. Like I just said. Okay. Let that go. Don't beat yourself up over it. Don't hold on to the past. Look towards the future, but don't repeat the patterns in the same mistake or mistakes, because I have a feeling for some of you it's multiple when it comes to life decisions. And I don't know, I keep feeling like there's someone else too. So for some of you, it could be your relationship on top of that, okay? Because I feel like it's happening to two people. But it could be even multiple relationships, just things that were difficult or didn't go as planned, okay? Live in the present, here, now, work towards the future, okay? But I do feel like you have a lot to let go of. You guys hold on to a lot that does not serve you, including ideas of other people. Like I said, if you're following all those people or whatever, you're doing something wrong. Really, the best advice I could give you, Gemini, is to think for yourself. Think for yourself now. I'm not saying don't be open to ideas or to other people helping you, because like I said before, I do feel like there's someone else that is, like I said, trying to help you, because I feel like they're the only ones that can open that door. But you have the key. I know that's a weird way of putting it, but that's how they're making me feel it. But some of you really need to get out of that. Don't drink the Kool-Aid, okay? Get off of that way of thinking of how other people are, okay? Because I think that's a big problem. It's almost like you're trying to do things a certain way that is acceptable to other people, which is kind of weird because you would think the Hierophant would come out, but I don't know. It didn't, but I know that that's a big issue here. The reason why I say the Hierophant, because that can represent, like, you know, traditions, religion, what people think is normal. Get that out your head, because whatever these people think is normal is, on the grand scale, is not, okay? And I feel like partly you know this. You know that there's a whole lot more and there's a lot of nonsense going on in the world, but for some reason, even though you know that, it's like you're caught up in it. You're caught up in it, and it's not good. It's not good. Whatever people are doing around you, it's not good. And like I said, I feel like it's also the masses. So it's not just people around you. Like I said, maybe it's the internet. I don't know. Your environment. It's just not good. It's clouding your judgment. Your life is so special. Treat it with loving care. And that means self-care, self-talk, shadow work, not following the masses when you know that there's something off. Practice what you preach. I swear this is similar to, I'm pretty sure it was Aquarius last time. It's funny because, well, Aquarius. Okay. Who knows? Maybe there's an Aquarius that's trying to help you. Maybe not. But I just feel like you need to really look at these ideas because they are confusing you, and in turn it will confuse you with other things in your life, like relationships, decisions, how you see yourself. Life can be hard, life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? So remember what I was saying, okay? Focus on the good, focus on your skills, focus on creating things, not on other people that are not serving you, ideas that are not serving you, habits that are not serving you. Okay? Don't hold on to the past. There's a lot of that there. A little faith goes a long way. Remember that. Remember that. And, you know, your faith has been tested. But you know what, Gemini? You've also been given a lot of signs. Okay? You really need to look at everything. Maybe that's why I kept saying earlier, like, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror. You need to look again. But you need to look at everything. Look in the mirror, but also look at everything. 5 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago, whatever. Because I feel like you would come up with something different. And, you know, it would remind you of all those signals and signs you've been getting. Okay, pay more attention to spirit, the universe, the higher plan than all this mess that's going on right now. Whether that's your environment, the world, whatever, okay? Because I just feel like you're being caught up in a cycle that is not beneficial to you in different ways. Because like I said, I feel like it's habits, way of life, but then I feel like it's people too. And I just have a feeling that there's going to be, you know, things that come up that you're going to need a clear head and clear mind. But wait for certain things to come to light, okay? Because there's a lot that you're not seeing yet, okay? And that's going to help clear up that confusion, okay? You're going to know what to do. But make sure you follow what you sense and be open to whatever certain people are showing you. Because like I said, there's someone that I don't know why I feel like they have to help you. It's like you can't do it on your own and they can't do it on their own. That's why I was saying it's like you have the key, but they are the only ones who can open the door. Maybe they're the only ones who know where the door is. I just know it has to be both. Okay, but both need to be on the same page, right? So we need to turn this upright, okay? So I feel like you're focusing on the wrong people in a way. Or it could even be that people are distracting you. It could just be that. But point is, it takes both is how I'm sensing it, okay? They cannot open the door without the key, but you can't open the door with the key if you don't know what the door is. Okay, so I feel like they have the location, you have the key, and you need to put it together. Okay, but that is your message, Gemini. Do you know what's weird? I actually planned it to be very short, but for some reason, since I started every sign, well, you're only the third one, but it's been extra long. And I mean extra long, you know, I'm over here trying to keep it 15, 20 minutes. But then this time around, I'm like, you know what? I'm only going to do like 10 minutes, whatever. Spirit had a different plan because each one has been pretty much 30 minutes or more. I don't know. But anyway, good luck, Gemini. I hope it helps in some way.